for all the new and upcoming photographers should listen to what I have to say. See, when you start out photography, and this is from experience, by the way, Okay, my people, welcome back to the channel. And today I've got something nice. I'm talking about street photography. Yes, this is something I love so much. I do street photography for me. I really love street photography. So I'm really passionate to talk about this subject, but I'm talking to new and upcoming photographers. If you are new and upcoming, you recently bought your camera, I want you to hear this. I want you to listen to it. And also just people that enjoy street photography in general, please enjoy this video because I want to drop some tips on how street photography is done. I'm not going to make it complicated, very simple, and why it's good for a new and upcoming photographer. Okay, let's get into it. So first off, for those that know me close, we are from a country with a lot of small towns. So we don't really have big cities with awesome streets and all that. Even in small towns, we have unique characters, that are waiting to be discovered. So I want you to pick up your camera, put on your lens, and document these small towns, okay? Tip number 1, blending in. So you really want to blend in. You see, these small communities are a close knit, they're like a close-knit family, meaning they know everyone, So when you in the environment and you're doing your street photos, you want to be friendly, you want to dress casual, and you want to be nice, And if somebody saw you snap a picture, they wouldn't necessarily be offended because they're looking at you and thinking or feeling like you're one of them. So tip number 2 is the art of storytelling. See, you might as well learn this now. The art of storytelling is very important. You want your pictures to tell a story. So when you're in the street, look out for those interesting personalities, those unique interactions, look out for those unexpected scenes. So you want to be very observant, you want to be patient and wait for that magical moment to snap that picture. You get what I'm saying? You're not going to have your camera to your eye and just snap every picture that you think is going to look. No. Your picture, just one picture, should tell a story to somebody looking at it. tip number 3. Tip number 3 is not necessarily a tip, but something that I need to say. The right gear, people feel like you need to have a specific lens and a specific camera to do a specific job or a specific photography. So in this video, the pictures that you look at, I did them with a Canon 800D, also known as the EOS Rebel T7i, with that kit lens 55 to 250 millimeter. So this is a pretty basic setup, for a budget camera like anyone. This is a camera that you need as someone starting photography. So all these pictures that you see and the footage in this video were done with that camera. What am I saying with this? What I'm saying is, you don't need those fancy equipment that everybody's talking about on YouTube. No, don't let that. Because remember, in the tip number 2, it's the skills that you acquire on how to tell the story in that one image. Okay, so I felt like not to make this complicated and wanting to make this a short video. I think those 3 tips are more important. I said the first one, you blend in. The second one is look out for the opportunities to tell a story in your images, just not snapping every image or every picture. And the third one was just find a camera that is able or that you are comfortable with to take a picture fast and when you need to, because moment is key when you're doing street photography. So okay, so bonus tip number 1 is composition. See, pay attention to how you're framing your images. That is very important. See, composition is key in a sense that if you don't frame your images well, there is going to be more than one subject in the image. And for viewers, that is very distracting, because frame your pictures in such a way that when they look at it, they see the story you are trying to tell, and they can see where the main focus, where your eyes should go to when they look at that image. So that's bonus tip number 1. And bonus tip number 2, which I think is more important than everything else I've spoken about in this video, is lighting. So when you're doing street photography, you are at the mercy of natural light. And so throughout the days, there is certain times of the day that gives the best light for photographs. And this, all photographers know, the golden hour. So early in the morning, just after sunrise, is called the golden hour. And this is the time you want to be up and ready to snap those moments. You see, that morning sun rays casts a glowy, dreamy light onto everything that's in the street or even onto the buildings. And when you capture those images, they're going to look so dreamy and very nice. Make your images look like you are a pro photographer. So it's very important to be mindful of the time of the day you're going out and doing these images. Yes, you can also, just before sundown, it's also called golden hour, and you can also do your images around that same time. Now, remember I said that for all the new and upcoming photographers should listen to what I have to say. See, when you start out photography, and this is from experience by the way, you want to practice. You want subjects to shoot at, to hone in your craft, you know? And oftentimes, this is a dream that you have and you're building up, and not many people believe in it, especially from where I'm from. So you might then look for subjects, isn't it? Like among friends, relatives, family members, to be your subjects, to model for you and while you do these images. And oftentimes it's very difficult. But when you do street photos, you don't need permission from anybody. No, you don't. It's like you are there in the street like a ninja with your camera. What are you doing? You stealing that photograph. You stealing that picture. It's not a bad thing. And people are not really going to be mad at you for taking a picture. We do it all the time. So it's less of a hassle when you're doing street photography because you have subjects, multiple subjects at your disposal, and you are busy taking pictures and you're changing settings. What are you doing? You are practicing and you're practicing and you're practicing and you're perfecting your craft. That is what I mean. So please start for street photography, man. And believe you me, after a few times, you will see the improvements happening in your own photograph, and you will see and feel comfortable holding your camera in hand and letting it do what you want it to do for you. Sometimes, because of the kind of camera you have, you might feel discouraged. Maybe because you are from a small town like me, you might feel discouraged. And that was me. Even though I love street photography, before I did this video, I always felt like, I was like, should I really do it, you know? So pick up your camera, man. Go out there, do these photos, bring them into Lightroom, you know, work on them. They will show you what you need to improve on, and pick up your camera again tomorrow and go out again and do that and perfect your craft. Okay, embrace your photography, man. Don't let anything discourage you, you know? So there is unique characters in whatever town you are in. So it's not about the camera, it's not about the lens, it's about you, the photographer, and how you choose to tell the story that you want to tell. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please don't forget to subscribe, and I catch you in the next one.